Hey guys, what's up? It's Joy and welcome back to the channel. We're going to do some more reviewing of products today. And before we get to that, we're going to introduce again this lovely person over here.
Hello, Lindsey. Good to see you guys again. StroopWafels. StroopWafels. So, I got caramel.
I got strawberry. We got sativa on
both. Yeah, both sativa.
Yes. Get some sativa in your life. And again, guys, if you do not remember, sativa means more energetic, euphoric, typically things that gives you more giggles, makes you more talkative, things like that.
So basically keeps you off the couch if you have to work, or if you have kids, or if you just you want to lead a semi-productive life, you want sativa.
StroopWafels. I love saying that word. Okay. These packages are really fun to open. Oh my god. These are really fun to open too. Obviously I've already eaten one, obviously. But no. We are gonna eat 2 this time. Well, how many are you gonna eat? I think I'm gonna eat 2 more.
Because these are like, I think like a European cookie is what our coworker was telling us too.
And like inside is just like almost honey consistency. Oh my god. It's
you can see the little fibery thingies there, but it's so bomb.
Really good though. There's not like any kind of wheat taste whatsoever. These would be hard not to eat and get way too high off of.
Yeah, like this is something that I have to put away because this is so good. Like I could easily eat this whole like package and just be like,
yeah. It's just nice to have though because it feels that Nevada's edible consistency has gotten better. And again, CannaPunch, the brand who makes this, is a really good company. They came from Colorado. They already have one product you might have tried already if you are in Nevada or in a state that is regulated. It is Canna-Punches. They're a drink. Come in lots of varieties of flavors like granddaddy purple. Yes. They're very tasty.
I think there's a watermelon nectar and a
pineapple mango.
Pineapple mango and granddaddy grape. I think you already said that. But...
And blue raspberry sour.
Oh, there you go. That was my mom's favorite. Blue raspberry sour. Literally, you just take like a little shot, and that's like your dose.
Very similar to the coffee that we did the last video about the edibles.
Oh,
on the same lines as that.
Oh,
if you're not a coffee lover.
It says also, feel it faster with NXT, so that's nano extraction technology. We're going to be talking a little more in future videos about this, but more and more products and edibles are being made with this because, as you guessed it, not everybody really wants to do like a drink. You know, some people were probably scarred during childhood with like cough syrups, or, you know, they just don't like the idea of having to take like a little shot of something that's like Benadryl, or, you know, even though it does taste better. So the nano extraction technology is supposed to be what makes us feel it way faster than the 2 hours that's recommended. So we're going to do kind of like a little time lapse here to see how we feel throughout our day. But also, that's why we decided to go with sativa this time. So we'll see how we feel within the next like half hour, 45 minutes or so. We're actually going to go drive over to Dairy Queen.
Get some food and some munchy snacks. Yeah, see how it goes, guys.
It's been a little while since we visited you. Not even really that long, maybe 45 minutes.
But,
maybe about an hour.
Yeah. So even with average edible time, that's about the time you should be feeling some of the effects. Probably not the full strength of it, but just little tiny doses here and there. But because of the nano
extraction method, we could be a little bit wrong on the terminology, you know. But also, edibles are therapeutic, you know. Yes. They're not meant to. I don't want to say they're not meant to F you up, but, you know, they're meant for, they're appropriate for everybody is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, old people, like, anybody.
Yeah. And again, they are not a one-size-fits-all. Everyone comes in different shapes, different sizes, and edibles are a little bit trickier to kind of navigate, I feel like, than flour, as we discussed before, again, too. It's not going to be something you can kind of just grab immediately and go for. So something like this, that has the nano extraction technology, would be good for someone who is skeptical of edibles and isn't sure if they would work for them very much. And then depending on your own dosage and how much you consume, you would go with how much you feel is right for you.
I agree. Honestly, if it does do its job right, you might not even remember you know, so I took like a couple drops of a tincture, a grape tincture. I'm a medical patient, by the way, so I can usually buy stuff that has higher milligram dosages at dispensaries. So, oh my god. All I did was take like 3 or 4 drops of this thing under my tongue, and it was a grape tincture, I think by Evergreen Organics, but oh my god. I was being impatient too, and I went in the backyard and I smoked a joint with my boyfriend. I think it was frosted cherry cookies, actually. So, you know, a nice little buzzy hybrid. So I'm like, I had planned to go to the store later on that day, or rather right after we smoke, because usually I'm not too high. I can usually get myself to and from the store pretty alright. Oh no, man, not this time. I couldn't even get out of my house. Like,
it sucks when you're like, I can't leave.
Well, I had forgotten again that I had taken the tincture, and I was sitting there, like, I was actually sitting at the kitchen table, and I was like, knowing that I had to leave to go to Target to get all this stuff that I needed for the day after. And I actually had to go walk upstairs and ask my mom, I'm like, Mom, can you take me to the store? I don't know why I'm so high right now. And she actually started laughing because she was in the room when I took the tincture. And she goes, oh, didn't you eat that edible or whatever? And I'm like, oh yeah.
That did happen. Yeah. This is a nice high, though. This feels more like a 707 kind of sativa-ish high, if you ever try that strain. It's very heady.
Funny? I thought you said 007 earlier.
007.
That's how high I am.
That was an amazing game, by the way, still. We still are a gaming channel. GoldenEye was an amazing game on N64. There's so many memories. So many memories. Had you played the game when you were younger?
What was it?
Amazing. 007, it was a GoldenEye. It was a game on Nintendo 64 back, I believe, like 94 or so, somewhere 94, 96, I believe, or something like that.
I did not.
It was.
I was sheltered. I had whatever games my dad would play.
It was fun.
Hockey, SSX Tricky.
I did play SSX Tricky a lot. I did. But this high is more of like I'm deeper in my head, very creative, and very happy, very talkative, obviously.
Yeah, very like, even though like we're both pretty, like, I would say we look calm and like pretty chill, like almost like tired. Like I feel like I look high. Like I'm looking at myself, like I know I look high.
Like I think someone else could tell that I'm like, you're a stoner. You.
And you know, we were eating there, so we were waiting for our food. So I'm just kind of like,
we were eating there, so we were waiting on our food.
Well, we were gonna eat at Dairy Queen, so we were sitting down waiting for them to finish making. Fuck.
And it's been time. Obviously, time doesn't matter. It's been some time. You get asked a lot of questions. I think the biggest one that comes up is the price at dispensaries. The price. Why is it so expensive to get high in Las Vegas? Tonight on 60 Minutes.
But basically, unless you're purchasing like a strain that dispensary grows like in-house, like they grow that strain themselves at another facility or like within the state, you know, you're not going to get the best price on it because it's going to be sold to that dispensary, you know, for a price, and then that dispensary has to make money on whatever they're selling to you. So, you know, it turns an eighth, let's just say it turns an eighth from, you know, going from $35. If that's what we're purchasing it for, we can't give it to you for that. So technically that becomes like a $60 or like $70 eighth, you know, in retrospect. So
yes. And again, that goes from like state taxes, distribution taxes. It's just paying out everyone that needs to be paid out on that legal level, on a state level, to make this an actual thing that we can continue to do. And it's not things that we like maliciously are doing against anyone. Not even us, but like not the industry maliciously doing it. It's more just things that have to happen first before we lower our prices. And they will still continue to be there, but it just is a factor now. Supply and demand is really high, so we will continually.
Oh yeah. Plus, only certain places are like supplying. You know, I'm not really sure that I've seen anybody else carry trike product, so that's why it's something that's kept cheaper for, you know, people in-house, because that's going to be our best price on flower is stuff that we grow ourselves. So.
Yes. But that is one of the biggest factors there. Distribution, as I said too, as far as the alcohol company is a big thing. People don't really know that about Nevada as well. Our distributor for cannabis actually is alcohol companies.
Or at least it was.
It was. For the first 18 months of our contract, well, not contract, first legislation. And after that, it was contested because there were some issues that went into that.
There were a lot of issues. Like only one place in like all of Nevada.
I was trying to be generous. I was trying to be.
Bro, one place. I think maybe the second one had some issues. It was a cluster.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll bleep that out.
No, you're good. But basically, they couldn't. It was because of the alcohol companies not being able to have licensed distributors, aka delivery drivers, to drive like these truckfuls of, you know, everyone's refills of bud and edibles and everything. So because there was one and a second shady one, they got like their license revoked. Yes. Like
there was a big problem even having product in stock. So again, the price would be higher because supply and demand was so high, and there was so little supply that we had because distribution was so off the cook in wazoo, that we had all these issues. And there's still issues that we're ironing out. It's only been about 7 months since we have been, 8 months since we've been recreationally legal. So it's a very new thing. Cannabis, again, is not federally legal. So it'll be on a state level where we can kind of continually purchase and continue transactions with this. Is still kind of new to everybody. Still kind of
I feel like every state has the possibility of going through this just because it shows how unprepared our state was to deal with it. You know, and not only that, like, does anybody not see the ironic part about alcohol companies, a previously an item that also went through prohibition, like they basically have first say and first rights to all that money, because that's the biggest thing with distribution is how much are you going to pay me to bring all these pounds or all these edibles, you know what I mean? Like thousands of dollars worth of product.
It was just kind of like a funny little situation that was in.
You're like, how did you guys get set up with this gig? You guys know that we're about to take all your money because people want to get high and not get like up and
like I'd rather any day get high. Well, we got bleeps for days.
We got bleeps. Sorry.
Like females, I feel bad because I always tell my boyfriend, like, what are you thinking about? And he says nothing. And I always thought he was lying, but right now I'm not thinking about anything at all.
StroopWafels!
StroopWafels!
You gotta try a StroopWafel if you haven't, because these are like decadent.
That's
decadent.
That's different language. These were good. They were very tasty. Try them. Check all the information out in the description. Check out Lindsey's stuff in her social media. All that good stalkerish stuff in the description. Check out my stalkerish stuff in the description.
We do have separate pages too.
We do.
So check us out.
Check those things out, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Getting high with Lindsey and Joy. We will see you again. This has been an episode of StroopWafels.